Hey guys, it's RodimusPrimal. I'm back with another video, and today I wanted to bring you guys some Transformers news when it comes down to Transformers Cyberverse and what we could expect out of the two TV movies. What seems to be another victim of the everything being closed for 2021, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a channel update. So I've got a lot to talk about, so sit back, relax, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon, becoming a channel member, or purchasing some merch on my Teespring store today. Okay, so before I actually get into the news, I do want to give a big thank you to each and every single one of you. We are close to 80,000 subscribers. I'm pushing for hopefully 100,000 subscribers this year in 2021. And you know, I read your guys' comments. I see all of the different, opinions that you guys give. Some of you guys are more movie fans. Some of you guys are like me, an old school G1 fans. Some guys are Unicron Trilogy fans. And we talk Transformers. That's what we do on the channel. And I am expecting to give you guys a lot more content. We're getting close to 80,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping to reach over 100,000 subscribers way before the end of the year. And I'm going to make a lot more Transformers discussions and retrospectives and toy reviews and everything else like that. And you guys have been beyond, like, I'm blown away by some of the generosity that you guys have been giving, those of you who support me on Patreon and our channel members. But one thing that one of my subscribers sent me, and was did not want to be mentioned by name, but yeah, I have here Combiner Wars Devastator, and that this was like, I was floored just by the fact that this subscriber was, so generous enough to send me something. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, for me, getting stuff is just like a big thank you. It's like, do I deserve this? But I'm appreciative of each and every one of you, and thank you very much. So let's get actually into the news. Okay, so the first bit of news is a sad bit of news, and that has to do with New York Toy Fair. With New York still under lock and key, like you can't go anywhere, and the Javits Center being what it was, normally New York Toy Fair takes place in February, and they pushed it to May just to give everybody enough time so that we could, get a suitable toy fair, so we can kind of see all the vendors and all the stuff that's going to be coming out down the pipeline. But yeah, that obviously got canceled as well. So now this, New York Toy Fair has once again been canceled, and it seems that Toy Fair Dallas will remain on course for October, or at least we hope so. And it stinks. It really does, because a lot of people want to go to conventions. They want to get out. They want to go places, and they want to be able to live their lives again. And it's just like, we're still under lock and key no matter what, and it's getting tiresome. It really is getting tiresome. I mean, it's like we've got a big movie event. I talked about this on my second channel with Godzilla versus Kong, and I can't wait to see that movie. And that's one of those movies, like, you need to see it in theaters. And I miss toy conventions. I miss talking to people and meeting people, like on the showroom floor, and just seeing everything that all the vendors are selling, and all the artists that are doing awesome art, and the celebrities that usually end up going in, not just things like New York Comic Con or Toy Fair, but also smaller conventions like RetroCon. And so I'm hoping that this year, maybe some things can start to open up again. But we'll see, and it's understandable. I mean, a lot of people are dealing with a lot of stuff, and it's a struggle for sure. Now on to the actual Transformers centered news, and that is the quote unquote season 4 of Transformers Cyberverse. To some people, they consider this show to be very cartoony. It kind of is. It was a fun show, and it ended. But they decided to make 2 TV movies to basically continue Transformers Cyberverse and in that continuity. And I'm guessing that maybe, I don't know what everything that they're planning, if maybe things are going to be combined. We do know that Transformers Bots is getting a cartoon, so this could possibly be a linked to that. Like maybe it's going to be like BotBots is a spinoff to Cyberverse. But what we found out is that Cyberverse, one of the TV movies, is going to be centered on the Dinobots and the Dinobots combining into Volcanicus. Now, I really want the Studio Series 86 Dinobots, but for the fact that they're going to make more Dinobots for Cyberverse is also a good thing as well, and hopefully they make some good toys out of it, because we know the first wave of like Cyberverse toys were like, they felt as cheap as they were. But from what I've been told from people who really like the Cyberverse toys is that they've gotten better as the series has progressed. Even though a lot of focus is on the War for Cybertron stuff, which is obviously what I'm all interested in. But the fact that they're doing another Volcanicus, a lot of people didn't like the idea of the Dinobots being a combiner, and some people really love the idea of the Dinobots being a combiner. So, doing Volcanicus makes a lot of sense. They're going to do a Hot Rod, they're going to do a Sludge, Slag. I know it's Slug because it's the current naming, a Cheetor, Ramjet. And I know that obviously this is kind of, spoiler territory for those who are interested, but these are things that like people have been waiting for. They've been waiting for them to do the Dinobots. One of the things, in season 1 of Cyberverse, if you remember, is there were a bunch of, stasis pods that flew out of the Ark. We know that one of them was Wild Wheel, and he appeared in season 3. He, grew up as a Wild West themed Autobot, and we wondered about the rest of them because Grimlock was one of those Autobots as well. So it's quite possible that the Dinobots themselves were also kind of like left behind. But if it's only going to be like 3 combiner, 3 Dinobots, and then they combine, it's going to be a smaller version of Volcanicus, which does make a lot of sense. Because Grimlock said like, oh, I had my friends there until like, the meteor hit the Earth, 65 million years ago. Because in Cyberverse, they actually made the time frame longer. Instead of being 4 million years, they made it 65 million years because they didn't want to combine everything with the Savage Land. Does make a lot of sense, I guess, to trying to like leave the door open for more Dinobots, but to my understanding, it's a matter of how you want to handle Dinobots in general. And they're going to do a Dino Optimus Prime. So that makes me wonder, if they're going to do a Dino Optimus Prime, is Optimus Prime going to be a part of Volcanicus? Or is it he's just going to have a dinosaur mode? Because Grimlock's already a T-Rex. I know people like to argue whether or not he's a T-Rex. He's a T-Rex. And maybe Optimus Prime is maybe he's a Stegosaurus or something like that, but they're probably going to make him a T-Rex as well. Probably be a retool of Grimlock as it stands. But I'm looking forward to it because Cyberverse season 3 was really enjoyable. The last half of it was kind of like lackluster, but that Quintesson arc, and it's nails on a chalkboard to me that they say Quintesson, but it's Quintesson, but and also Teletran 1, not Teletron 1, right? Those are just things that are like that always irked me. But I do look forward to seeing what they do with this, quote unquote season 4 of Cyberverse. But I want to know what you guys think. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Of course, I have more Transformers discussions, retrospectives, and news coming down the pipeline. So stay tuned for all that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.